Y'all, today we're checking out the clearest and craziest UFO footage of 2025. Today's weekend compilation includes the insane UFO shot down by terrified Russian soldiers, as well as the strange living organism UFO that some people are convinced looks like it comes straight out of the ocean, as well as the strange UFO that lands in Mexico. And you can actually see in the video an alien emerge from the light itself. Enjoy. UFOs are popping up all over the news again. However, this time, instead of it just being mere sightings, it's crazy events that are happening in the sky that are causing them to make headlines all over again. From the helicopter that fell into the Hudson River in New York having a UFO encounter, to the Russians completely terrified and shooting at a flying saucer, like literally shooting at it. There have been insane UFO events on the news all week. Starting with a more somber one, if you weren't aware, a helicopter accident occurred yesterday in New York. A helicopter, seemingly the propeller and rotor detached, and it fell into the Hudson River. Unfortunately, there were 6 people that passed, a family, 3 children, 2 parents, and then the pilot. It's absolute tragedy. Now, going back, Think Tank on Twitter was looking over the footage of all that was happening on that day, and it does seem to show a strange object hover above the helicopter before the event takes place. I don't want to make light of a tragic event, but this was evidence that was presented, and it does look very strange, whatever it is, and it is a possibility. So take a look at this and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Now, I do find that to be strange, and I don't know that it had anything to do or led directly into said accident, but it is a very strange coincidence that it occurred right before. Now, this next controversial UFO sighting comes from Just Kidding 420 over on Reddit, who claims to have captured an anomaly very similar to what the Skywatchers have been catching. The great thing about this sighting is that it actually showcases the technology that is being used to capture said object. Just says, some more anomalies similar to Skywatcher, along with the optics system, radar tracking, dual telescope, etc. So I love that they gave us all of this information, and you're actually going to see it in the video. Really cool stuff. Now, I say it's controversial because some are saying that it's possibly just a weather balloon. However, it does look really weird in the video. Let me know your thoughts on this. And for those who don't know, Skywatcher are UFO hunters that were previously featured on the channel. They were linked in the description, so you definitely go check that video out. And they do some great work. Like, they catch clips like this.
The Class 7 is a jellyfish. It's not the jellyfish you've seen on TV. It's a different jellyfish. We think the head of the jellyfish is about 2 meters in size. We think the tentacles hanging down are about 3 to 5 meters in size, varying and depending on which one you're looking at. You can see these stills are taken from different jellyfish. You can see this jellyfish, the tentacles look very, very long. On this one, they look shorter compared to the head. As you can see, the nodules on the tentacles light up. And again, this light appears to us to go from head to tail and pulse and light up the nodules as it goes. Also, sometimes it looks like an automaton or something with like an alien movie where it's got like the tail kind of hanging out, like it's seeking something. And sometimes it looks like it's a jellyfish in the sky. It seems to undulate as it moves. We have seen these take direct flight paths. Even yesterday, for the first time, we had 2 in formation. We've never seen that before. We chased down one of those 2, and it deviated its flight path as we approximated, and then it elevated directly straight up, as in directly vertical. So the Class 7 is very hard to image, and at distance, it looks very similar to the Class 6 and also the Class 8 at distance. So what you're going to see is it's kind of, I'll call it swimming in through the sky. There aren't a lot of exotic colors. There is reflectivity. But that color you see right there is very akin to the Class 6 when it's not emitting high energy or whatever it's doing. So when it's not vibrating. So we don't know what that means. And you can kind of start to see now the tentacles hanging down as it moves. In IR, they're very obvious. They're less obvious in EO. So we have multiple indications that this is a real object, that is not man-made, and that it is flying through our airspace and does want to avoid us.
Now finally, the insane news in from Russia. According to The Sun, Russian military was terrified of a flying saucer that flew into protected airspace, and they started firing at it. They started firing at a flying saucer, or UFO, or what they thought was a UFO. Some people thought like it was maybe some type of strange helicopter. It didn't look like no helicopter to me. This whole thing is just crazy. If it's fully unidentified and it might be extraterrestrial, how about don't shoot at it so that the planet doesn't get wiped out? Thanks. Smash like and check this out. absolute insanity on the news, and none of it was really good, I guess, except for the one that was kind of like the Skywatcher one. But people are saying that they think it's a weather balloon. The way that it moves and just everything that's going on up there, I don't think so, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. UFOs are making some of the strangest headlines, from the unidentified object that crashed into the auto shop in New Jersey to this new FAA announcement that they're doing FAA drone detection testing, where they're sending up drones to try and detect unidentified objects in answer to the New Jersey UFO issue. These things are everywhere, and what's wild is that it's not just the UFO that are making the news headlines, it is also the NHI, the non-human intelligence. While we look at UFO sightings today, I want you to think of this new WikiLeaks email from Edgar Mitchell's office to Podesta that talks particularly about extraterrestrial intelligence, how we're in communication with them, how they're from another universe, okay, and how they're God-fearing apparently, and they want to give us 0-point energy. Things are getting wild, and it feels like we're getting closer and closer to disclosure. With all of these recent headlines and these incredible sightings that we get daily, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to the truth. And today we're going to check out some insane UFO sightings, from a seemingly living organism in the sky to a UFO interaction between humans on the side of a mountain playing the guitar for the UFO, and the UFO responding. You don't want to miss this video. Starting with one where the cameraman is actually shocked and all he can say is, UFO, UFO. Let me know in the comments, is this how you would react to this?
UFO, UFO.
Now, those are really interesting. Though some say that they are kites, I do love that the person recording had a genuine reaction to it, and it's quite possible that these things were in fact anomalous. They looked weird to me. Next, we have an incredible Wixie the UFO blog post where he questions, what is this filmed over Virginia on the 6th of April 2025? And honestly, I question it too. Smash like and check this out. That was very strange looking, especially with the expansion around the two orbs. Some were saying that it looked almost like a portal or a tether to another dimension, which I think sounds insane. But there is that theory that these beings are interdimensional instead of extraterrestrial. Next, Wixie found this clip of a strange UFO hovering in Russia. I find this one even more interesting considering the fact that we just had that weird incident in Russia where the Sun was reporting that a UFO was shot down by the Russian military. Some were saying that it's a helicopter. Then others are like, why would there be light on the propellers of the helicopter? And the Sun is stern on their stance that it's UFOs, but then it's the Sun, right? Check this out. Let me know what your thoughts are. again, with all the hullabaloo that was happening, I just think it's interesting to see now this sight happening in Russia. And what I find most interesting is how it seems to be just oddly swaying by, taking its time, cruising along. And it really made me think about what Wixie said, which actually mirrors what we've been thinking a lot, and it's that these things are monitoring us. Could this be one of those surveillance UFOs? Maybe that's why it's moving so slowly and purposely across the sky. Very interesting things happening up there. Next, we have an interesting sighting. Well, it's more of a sighting of a phenomenon than a UFO per se, but it does seem to have like a UFO floating around in it. It's very strange, and it comes from a Telegram group of UFOs lovers that it's like OVNIs en el mundo, which translates to UFOs around the world. And I don't know, I do find it very interesting. It does seem to be a storm. There's lightning striking everywhere. However, I don't think a storm would cause the beam of light that's being seen in this video, nor the lights that are flying across that beam of light. It's just really, really weird. Smash like, check this out. Next, we have an interesting UFO sighting from North Carolina, April 13th of 2025. This was posted by Scott C. Waring, and you're going to see this orb-like dark UFO just zipping across the sky, minding its own business, seemingly not giving a crap that anyone sees it. And again, it's just, is this a surveillance? Are the orbs surveillance? This one looks different from the metallic ones. I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What the hell is this? That was really weird, and as interesting as it was, what I find the most strange was the striking resemblance to the UFO that was captured or posted by Imperfect Organism on October 16th of 2022 in Mexico City. They're calling this the Black Egg UFO, and it is a little bit more elongated, but again, it's just an uncanny resemblance. Y'all, check this out and let me know your thoughts. And these things could be running surveillance. However, one thing that threw a little concern my way is that when News Nation uncovered that orb UFO or egg UFO that they call it from the government, and the government's like, yeah, that's our egg UFO video. They've been calling it egg. Now people are like, the black egg UFO. And it's like, what if some of these things are eggs of these who knows what type of sentient beings? Because Imperfect Organism has also posted this weird video of an alleged organic organism in the sky. It looks like a sea creature, but it's not in the sea, and it makes no sense to me. Could this be the non-human intelligence the government is talking about? Smash like and check this out. Like, what in the blue skies was that? What was that? What the hell was that? What? And what was it? That did not look like a craft. That looked like a living thing, and it was like, blah, blah, what was that? And there's just even more weird sightings, like this next one from Malibu Canyon, California. And again, it's from Imperfect Organism. I don't know where you came from, dude, but I love it. This was taken in 2024, and it showcases some weird. This one's not an orb. It has a shape, but then it doesn't. When I see it personally, it looks like someone standing. Well, I guess for you guys, the way the camera is, it'd be like this, like standing like this, but they're partially transparent. They don't have legs, and then I don't know. It looks like I'm playing Marvel Rivals a lot, and to me it looks like Emma Frost in diamond form, but like no bottom half, just hovering there. I don't know. So why not stop talking about it and just show you, y'all? What is this?
It's like shape-shifting. What the frick, Martin? You see it? I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's really odd, though.
Did y'all see what I was seeing? Because then it also looked like it was like moving, or like, dude, I don't know what that. Am I crazy? Because that's what it looked like to me. Back to see the UFO bloke with this strange metallic sphere over Florida, Key West, Florida, April 11th, 2025. And it is actually a great shot of one of these weird metallic anomalies that are in the sky. It is definitely a sphere. It looks like it might have some I don't know what at the bottom. I don't want to claim jellyfish UFO, but it does look like it has those weird clumps or tentacles or whatever the hell was happening in that one. It's very, very interesting, and it's genuinely a clear shot from an airplane. And I love that. Smash like, check this out. I don't know. I don't know how comfortable I'd feel if I saw that while I was on a flight. Not because I'm scared of UFOs, just because what's been happening with planes lately and helicopters, and like now UFOs are everywhere. Let's tone it down a little bit. They also posted a UFO video, a UFO that was captured on security camera in China, the 14th of March 2025. And you just see this thing zipping across the sky. Another weird, strange UFO. Check this out. That sighting was short and sweet, and I just love that it was on security camera. And I think when someone just sees it on their security camera and they freak out and they share it with the world, I find it to be super credible because that's so something I would do. And that was just a weird. It didn't stop or do anything over the top to make it seem like, oh, we don't know that. No. It looked like just a legit mofo just zipping across. Now this next one's a doozy. From 2017 in Chile, it's a metallic UFO on a mountainside. And I remember seeing this a while ago. You may have seen it too, but it's one of the best UFO sightings. It's very up close, it's very personal, and the people actually tried playing the guitar to get its attention. Like they were trying to communicate with the UFO, and honestly, it looks like it worked. And I don't think I've seen anything as fun, as interactive, and as up close as this sighting in this clip, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Smash like and let me know in the comments, what do you think about this?
Esto sigue un real, hermano. Qué lindo. Una estrella para nosotros, una luz. Qué bueno, weón. Que sí, se ve bacán. Qué onda, loco, se prende más. Está como cayendo, está como más al medio, se está como al medio de la quebrada. ¿Está tan allá? ¿Sol de amarilla? ¿Me voy a tener naranja, porfa? Luces roja y amarilla. Oh, qué lindo, weón. Es un acercamiento. No sé, hermano, es un fenómeno que no se da siempre, sí. Está claro. Uy, qué lindo, es como una pompa de jabón, weón. Algo esférico, ¿qué es? O sea que no sé, va en el aire, ¿cierto? Sí, pues no va por el cerro, va en el aire. Oh, maravilla. Qué lindo, qué hermoso, Oh. Hace tubo. Salúdalo con tubo. Oye. ¡Ay, qué hermoso, weón! Tiene mucha luz. Qué lindo, weón. Oh, es una tecnología, weón. Es un objeto tecnológico, ¿cierto? O es un objeto... O un objeto espiritual, weón. ¿Qué es? ¿Pero por qué? Es como, yo lo veo como una esfera, porque se mueve raro. ¿Y qué lo controla? Pero por ejemplo, es como que se está manteniendo. Sí, pues, no, se va bajando muy lento. Como observando. Como observando el entorno. A lo mejor es sensible la música, ¿no? Vamos a tocar un poquito. ¿Estás grabando? Ya, yo voy a dejar de grabar. Y voy a tocar mejor. ¡Qué lindo! Sol de Milla, ¿querés seguir grabando acá con esta? Sigue grabando acá mejor, pa' Sol. Para que no se corte esta grabación. Aquí yo quiero tocar un poquito. A ver si se acerca. ¿Está subiendo ahora? Sí, está. Yo creo que está subiendo para no cobrar por nada. ¿Qué va? Tiene mucha luz para hacer rampa. ¿Por qué tiene luz? Está más grande, ¿cierto? que le venía bien arriba. Vamos a ver. Es como una esfera, ¿cierto? ¿No? ¿Qué es, compadre? No tiene nada. Es un sonoro, ¿cachai? No tiene ninguna vibración de sonido. Entonces no es un drop. Y tiene como mucha luz, ¿cierto? ¿Por qué brilla tanto? No engala ni cagando. No, porque ¿quién va a tirar una luna tanto acá? Nadie. Alguien que anda por acá, arriba. ¿No? ¿Quién nos apague tanto? Yo hubiese caído, chocado ahí, pues.
I love that video. I love how they were like, it's a gift. I genuinely think it's just because it is. Sometimes it is a gift to see something so miraculous and strange and otherworldly, if you will. It can change your life. It can change a lot of people's lives. Some people have been changed. Some people have been changed spiritually by seeing a UFO sighting, which is wild to think about. And if you haven't been changed yet, it's maybe because you haven't seen enough UFOs. A major UFO event just took place in Mexico. Now, UFOs are being seen all over the world, and we know this. We see them in various different shapes and sizes, from triangular crafts to flying saucers to orbs of light. But it's very rare for us to have an instant where a UFO actually lands, let alone let a non-human biological entity arise from the craft itself. The last time, again, was in the Las Vegas UFO incident when Angel and his family heard the UFO crash in the backyard, heard the footsteps on the roof, then went to the backyard and saw these alien entities. And of course, the family were armed, had guns, and they were ready because they were scared as hell. Because could you imagine? Now it has seemingly happened again, and it's been caught on camera. And not just the camera of the witness, but the security camera of the place where he was at as well. That's right, a strange orb, bright light UFO seemingly lands in this, I guess like alley yardish area of the complex where this Juanito Juan is working, which is near his house where he's also had crazy activity. This light lands or it hovers there. He sees it on the security camera, finds it super weird, goes to check the area, and literally as he approaches the light, sees this entity apparate from behind the light, and you could hear in his voice how scared he is when he's like, no mames, no mames. Now what's insane about this sighting is that it allegedly happens after he posted an insane UFO clip in February where he saw a UFO that was stationary for the most time, but every now and then it would move very quickly across the sky and was rapidly spinning. You could see the spin in the video. Check that out first before you see when what I think this is lands.
Estática, hace rato la estábamos viendo y no tiene movimiento. Hace un momento girando, como ustedes pueden ver, se movió un poco, pero al parecer ya está estática y está exactamente, vean, está cerca de la casa del Omni. Ahí está la casa del Omni. Son las 11:45 de la noche, raza. Aquí está completamente estática.
Now that spinning UFO is eerie, and Juanito found it eerie as well. But what really freaked him out, again, is when this thing lands and he sees it in security camera and approaches it. And I'm going to showcase with you guys this video of him approaching the light and then this entity like literally apparating behind the light or with the light. It makes no sense, and it's even more concerning when you see it backed up by security camera. Now, the first one from his camera is easier to see, the alien's easier to see. The security camera, I'll have to brighten and change the contrast for you, but y'all, check this out. Sound off in the comments. What?
Vean eso, mi gente. Hay una luz ahí bien potente. Empezamos a escuchar ruidos. Y vean esto, mi gente. Vean eso. Hay una luz ahí bien potente, mi gente. ¿Qué es eso? Vean eso, mi gente. Ay, no mames. No mames, no mames, no mames, no mames.
Now, what's strange to me is if you watch the video, you can see the light, it's so bright, and you don't really see much behind it. This entity seemingly appears there, and it seems like it's just the top half, because when it appears, I've watched this video so many times, I try to look at the bottom to see if I could see like legs to kind of, I mean, I could see how tall it is, which is crazy, but I want to see like, is it standing, like what's happening here? And I don't see the legs in the bottom. It makes no sense. And what's crazier still is this just wasn't caught, or this wasn't just caught on his phone, on his camera. It was caught by the security camera at the facility. That is this clip. It has no audio, but y'all need to check this out. It's a little bit harder to see, but after the clip, I'm going to attach the images where we were able to brighten up and change the contrast and really get this entity to pop out of the image. It's just so mind-blowing, y'all. Smash like and check this out. Now that is just insane, and all of this is happening, like this post is from today, it's happening as we speak, so we're going to get more and more information as time goes on. Hopefully Juanito keeps posting and we get to see more of this entity or see what his experience was after the fact. He has a little something to say. It is in Spanish, however, I'm sure the new AI feature on the channel lets you translate it, so check this out.
Buenos días, estamos trabajando duro, pero yo les quiero mostrar cómo fue que pasó anoche. Nosotros veníamos de la calle Verónica y yo vi que en la parte de allá, se veía una luz, y como quiera, pues yo estaba seguro que la cámara que está ahí la estaba checando, estaba viendo. Verónica le dije, ven, dijo, no, me voy para adentro. Y ella se fue para adentro, abrimos la casa, la puerta y se metió. Yo me vine aquí, yo traía los dos celulares, uno lo dejé aquí y seguí por aquí. Ustedes pueden ver en la cámara de seguridad que está acá, esa cámara estaba checando todo. Como ustedes pueden ver, hay un video que yo sigo caminando, yo trato de hacerme lo más fuerte posible, sigo caminando y me quedo exactamente aquí, mi gente, en este lugar me quedo yo, y les juro que la cabeza del ser se veía por acá, o sea, muy alta, cama alta. Yo calculo que tenía algunos 2 metros, y como ustedes pueden ver, si ustedes checan el video, o sea, que es probable que entre por acá. Por allá no creo, porque hay unas mecedoras. Entonces, si ustedes ven el video ahí, se van a dar cuenta que se escucha un ruido. Vean, justamente estaba aquí. El ser estaba aquí donde estoy yo. Aquí. Su cabeza estaba como a 2 metros, mucho más alto que yo. Yo mido 1,75. Yo calculo que estaba como a 2 metros. Entonces, todo lo que está pasando aquí.
And he's just basically explaining the situation as it went down that night. How he just got home with his partner, and they were talking about going inside. They saw the light, they were a little confused. They saw it in the security camera as well. Then he got really curious. He went out, he had 2 phones, put one down on the air conditioner. He showcased the security camera that was catching the light, showing the area completely, like he's an open book about it. He just wants people to know what's going on, and even have investigators come over. He doesn't care. He's like, what the hell was this? And he's asking if anyone's seen anything like this. It's blowing his mind as much as it's blowing my mind. Like, this is one of the craziest events. Again, this is like Las Vegas. This could be just as major an event. Now, this happened in Mexico, so the government might react a little differently than the American government did with the Vegas incident and the black vans and all that stuff that was covered in the news and how the family kind of disappeared. We don't know what's happening next. I just really hope that Juanito keeps posting videos, and I'm hoping I can get my hands on the originals of these so we can analyze them better, because these aren't the original recordings. And maybe there's even more recordings from his security camera of the exit of this craft. There will be more to come as this story unfolds. I just found it absolutely wild, and I was like, I have to tell these guys. Again, this is just like the Las Vegas incident all over again, and we can't let this just blow over. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you want more UFOs, check out those videos. Check out paranormal videos and videos where we read it. We had so much fun reading Reddit. Read Reddit. Why can't I talk, y'all? Watch all the videos.